What's up, guys? I just got back from the Rise of Skywalker. This is going to be my spoiler-free review. I'm going to try my best to make this make sense. There's so many things I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil it for you. So this might be a quick video. I don't know. I liked this movie, but also hated it with every part of my being at the same time. Which I'll get into. Guys, I don't know. I went into this, I read the spoilers, okay? I read them probably about a month or so ago, back when JJ and everybody was saying that the spoilers weren't true, and you didn't have to worry about the spoilers, they were completely fake. Almost everything I read in the spoilers came true. So me and my friends all gave in, and we read the spoilers. If I would have not read the spoilers, I would have hated this movie even more than what it saved me. Like, if I wouldn't have read those spoilers, I would have just completely hated this movie, every sense of it. Like, I would have hated all of it. So because I went in with low expectations, some of it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. So let's start off with the pacing. The pacing is horrible. Like, it is bam, 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 bam. It's not just bad pacing for a Star Wars movie, it's bad pacing for, like, any movie. Like, I don't think I've ever seen pacing this bad in a movie before. It's like they tried to take a 4-hour-long movie and squish it down to a 2-hour and 20-minute movie. I mean, as soon as the movie starts, the opening crawl, like the opening scroll of the text is just boom, new information that hits you right in your face, and you're like, what? Where did this come from? So right off the bat, the movie is just like boom in your face. It's trying to just hit you with stuff, and it's like that the entire time. It's just bam, 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 bam. And even though the pacing was bad and it was really fast-paced, I actually didn't dislike the movie until the final act. Like, all the way up until the final act, I was like, this isn't that bad. I enjoy some of this stuff. Now, there is some fan service. I saw a lot of people complaining about the fan service, but I didn't really think it was that bad until you get to the end of the movie. For example, like you guys have seen in the trailers, there are the Death Star scenes, like they go back to the Death Star. I thought that stuff was fine. I liked that. I thought it was cool to see. I liked the action. Like I said, the entire middle, like the entire beginning, middle, all the way up until the end, like I thought, I mean, it's not that bad. I kind of enjoyed it. 3PO finally got some time to shine, which I really enjoyed. I love that they finally did something with 3PO. R2 still kind of got pushed to the side. R2's hardly in the movie at all, but 3PO finally got some screen time, and I enjoyed his jokes. I thought 3PO did a good job. And there was a point at the movie, like when you know things are about to go down. It's the end of the movie. It's coming up. Like, you know, based off of the trailers and stuff, obviously Palpatine's in the movie. The ending act has something to do with Palpatine. And I think to myself, this is make or break. Like, this is the end of the movie. If this final scene works out well, then I will enjoy this movie. And then if it doesn't, I won't like this movie. So it came down to the final act. So all the way up till the final act, thought the movie was okay. You get to that final chunk, and it made me absolutely hate it with every ounce of my being. I hate this movie for what it did. And it's like, if I was to compare it to The Last Jedi, honestly, it's on par with The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, like, I don't blame JJ. JJ was given something horrible. Like, he basically had nothing to work with. Episode 8 ruined any potential that the Disney trilogy had, because 8 it gave JJ nothing to work with 9. Nothing at all. Like, 9 retcons so many things in 8. I can think of like 4 or 5 off the top of my head where it just completely brushes over 8. Like, you can watch 7, completely skip 8, watch 9, and you're not missing out on anything. You'll be a little confused as to how Snoke was dead and how like Luke isn't alive, but other than that, you don't need to see 8 at all. 8 was a complete waste of time because everything just got retconned. So 9, in 2.5 hours, it spends most of this movie erasing everything 8 screwed up and then trying to tell its own story on top of that. And it's just, it's not good, guys. It's just, for me, Star Wars ends at episode 6. It really does. I came into this movie thinking, oh, I mean, there's a possibility they could somehow redeem it. If they explain the Palpatine stuff, there's a chance. But a lot of my questions with Palpatine didn't even get answered. That's all I can really say without spoiling it. It's just the whole Palpatine thing doesn't make sense to me. And yeah. It's just the pacing was off. The ending, I think, was bad. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. There's new Force powers that are introduced to the series for a first time, and they're huge ass pulls. Like, they make no sense. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we don't see any of this stuff. Even 7 and 8. But in 9, we just have these huge ass pulls because they just make up stuff with the Force. It's just... Gosh, this movie, and now like the whole 7, 8, 9, is such a huge slap in the face to anyone that's a fan of the original trilogy. And it's hard for me to put a number on it. Like, if I was to rate it out of 10, I don't think I can. I don't know where to put this on a list of... Like, if I was to rank all the Star Wars movies, it's down there, like, right beside The Last Jedi. But I might give it a little point, like, some points above The Last Jedi, just because this movie took the time to fix everything that The Last Jedi messed up. Like, this movie wouldn't be as bad if The Last Jedi never existed. So I think The Last Jedi is clear at the bottom of all Star Wars. And then, never mind. No, they're not even making the list. 7, 8, and 9 are not on my list of Star Wars movies. It stops at 6. I'll include Rogue One, maybe even Solo, even though it wasn't the best either, but it's still better than this garbage. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I went in with low expectations, and they subverted them even lower than what I went in with, so... It's just not good. If you guys are on the fence and you wanted to, like, just wanted to see if you wanted to watch this movie, like if there was any hope, no. No. Oh, man. If you're on the fence, just save your money. Don't give it to Disney. Please. Please. I wanted to see... This, for me, was like, I wanted to attend Star Wars' funeral. Like, I just wanted to go. I figured I'd give my respects. I wanted to see how my favorite franchise died. And that's why. If it was up to me, like, if I knew what I knew now, I would go back and not give Disney my money because I just feel so horrible. It's like I paid money to get slapped in the face and told that my childhood was a lie. And everything I loved about Star Wars as a kid... I just throw it in the trash. That's all I can really say. I can't go any more specifics without spoiling anything, so it's just not good. That's all I gotta say. It's not good. Watch my spoiler video. You'll see why. But goodbye.
We would be honored if you would join us. You cannot resist